Hey, it's Sandra! Welcome to another episode of Asexuality, my asexual. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button below right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live right now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find the content useful, helpful, insightful in any way, shape, or form. In a few moments, I'm going to be reviewing High School Musical 3. So stick around for that. If you don't know who I am Sandra Benny, author of this awesome book, Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, Love, Life and Sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. So let's go on with the movie review. If you didn't know, asexuality is a sexual orientation that's a lack of sexual attraction. And by and large, the majority of asexuals don't want, like, or need sex. I particularly don't need or want or like sex. I don't get the urge for it, don't get the want for it. I'm not interested in it. And I also don't like nudity. So I don't like seeing nudity or sex in films either because it really puts me off. I'm not interested in that. I think it spoils the plot or the film usually. And I don't need to see naked bodies, I just don't need it. So I, on this channel, do movie reviews that are specific, no sex movie reviews, and hope you enjoy them because there are films without sex in them. So today I'm reviewing High School Musical 3. Now, High School Musical 3 is part of a trilogy. There's 1 and 2. I haven't actually seen 1 and 2. Yep, I've skipped right to the final one, which is High School Musical 3. This is a double disc edition, by the way, Blu-ray and DVD extended edition. Now, I thought that I had watched the Blu-ray edition with the extended, but no, I actually watched the other one. So I thought I watched that one, which was the extended one. And no, I've actually watched the DVD bit. So I'm like, oh, I guess I have to watch it all over again then. But yeah, so what's good about this film? Well, if you love dancing, obviously you'll love this movie because it's all about dancing. Obviously there is a High School Musical TV series as well, in case you didn't know, but I'm talking about the films that were originally on the cinema. This is the third one. So in the third and final one, Gabrielle and is it pronounced, has she pronounced Gabrielle or Gabriella? I think it's Gabriella, isn't it? Just let me check. Gabriella, yeah. Some reason I said Gabrielle. Gabriella and Troy, yeah. So Gabriella and Troy are romantic partners basically, and in the third and final one it gets really sad in parts. Obviously don't watch this video if you don't want me to spoil the plot, because I spoil the plot, right? So basically it's obviously Troy is played by Zac Efron, and then you've got his girlfriend Gabriella. And in the High School Musical 3, it's the final one in the trilogy, and it's quite sad because they're leaving high school. So it's good in the sense that they're going off studying, going to pursue their careers and dreams, but obviously this means leaving some of their friends behind. And in this movie, then Troy and Gabriella are due to study in completely different places and be like 200 miles apart. And she basically says goodbye to him. And because she gets offered a position at Stanford to study law, he possibly is going to be in Juilliard School of Dance. So the drama teacher puts him forward for that. And yeah, it's really, really sad, quite a bit of it, because, they're leaving, they're getting rid of kind of like, not only on screen are they losing each other, but they're losing each other from acting together as well. And they were saying in behind the scenes footage, they've been together for like 3.5 years. So when they graduated high school in this movie, it's like graduating and leaving your friends behind. And I felt really emotional watching it. I have to say, I thought it was done really well in terms of emotion. You could feel the people like actually kind of splitting up and going off and doing their own thing. And, there's tough decisions that has to be made in this one. People have to decide what's right for them in terms of study and their future career. And, she actually does leave early because Stanford have like this extra couple of weeks induction and so she's due to go to the prom with him, and she can't do the stage performance because basically in High School 3 they have this musical which they decide to do, which is basically the musical of High School 3 musical. High School Musical, it's a musical of the musical, and it's to basically express the fact that, you know, they've had great times there with the Wildcats sporting events and everything, and, you know, being together, and everything's kind of like coming to an end now, but they'll always kind of been together anyway. So it's a really, really interesting, it's like a musical within a musical, if you know what I mean. So it is very, very interesting movie. There is another subplot with Sharpay, one of the twins. If you followed the series, you probably know who I'm talking about. She's a really posh one with the little doggy, and she gets this personal assistant who's really posh as well. But there's a slight twist to what happens with that personal assistant. The personal assistant isn't exactly who you think she is. So that's a nice twist in the end. And Sharpay finally kind of like comes down a peg or two in the end. But yeah, it's really, really good. I loved the music in this. I know a lot of the songs already from here, and I remember listening to some of the songs over and over again because I just loved them. You know, I haven't watched 1 or 2. I don't know if I've seen clips of 1 or 2, but I haven't watched 1 or 2. But I already kind of like always remember the songs in this one. 2 of them, particularly the Scream song. You know, Zach sings Scream. I absolutely love that song. I wish I could play a clip of music, but at the moment YouTube's been very pedantic about stuff like that, and I don't want this live stream to be cut, you know, for copyright reasons, so I can't do that. But if you Google High School Musical 3 songs, you'll see that, you know, The Boys Are Back is one of my ultimate favorite songs, and Scream is probably my most favorite song of the whole movie, even though Gabriella and Troy do some beautiful songs together. Yeah, I've got actually a note of the songs that I really liked by them. So yeah, like what I like as well, yeah, was it all I Want It All? Oh, Can I Have This Dance? Yeah, that's a really, really, really nice one. I Just Want to Be With You. Just Want to Be With You is my favorite song with Gabriella and Troy. It's really nice. So yeah. But Scream is probably my ultimate favorite song because I play that one more than anything. I play it like even if I'm not, you know, like watching the movie, if I haven't watched the movie for ages. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Lots of love. So yeah, so like Scream, I listen to Scream quite a lot myself sometimes because, you know, like sometimes when life it just makes you want to scream sometimes, like you kind of feel like you know, you just want to burst out of your own bubble. You want people to see the true you kind of want just to like, you know, like scream, I'm here. Do you know what I mean? And I get like that sometimes. Like I get like that with business scenarios. Like when I'm not living my life purpose as much as I should, it's kind of like I just want to scream and I want to do what I want to do. You know, I remember in my old day job, as I called it, the one that's made redundant from after 5 years. Yeah, redundancy in the UK means that basically not you're sacked, because I know that's what it means in the USA. In the UK, it means basically, you know, the position is no longer available. So in my case, they made them less hours. They decided that they didn't need someone to do as many hours. And so I couldn't, you know, live on the hours they gave me. So I took redundancy pay. So you get paid to leave basically or take less hours. So, and some people don't even have any position. They just decide to like move staff around, etc. But I was the only one who did that job. So I was still a top performer when I left in the whole of the country. So I'm quite proud of that. But, you know, when I was there, I used to think about screaming because I always used to think about writing, which I can do now. I always used to think about other stuff that I wanted to be doing and that I wasn't fulfilling what I needed to do. So I'm so happy that I can do this channel, you know, and can help asexuals globally and can write and live my dreams, you know. It's just beautiful. So if you want a song that's really like powerful, that kind of makes you just want to scream and break out of your routine and just like say, here I am, this is me, Scream I would really recommend. But The Boys Are Back is really good because it's got bits about being a superhero in it. And so if you love superheroes, I love superhero movies, and you love the whole concept of being your own superhero, that type of thing, then you should listen to that one as well, a superhero one. But I Just Want to Be With You is really good because in the end there is a happy ending, but I was very, very sad for a lot of the film with Gabriella and Troy. But in the end, yeah, there is a happy ending. So in most, with these two anyway, but he kind of like sacrifices seeing his best friend for his girl, really. So it's very interesting. But yeah, I would say out of everything, probably the music I love best in High School Musical 3 more than anything. It's just fantastic. I absolutely adore a lot of the songs from the soundtrack. Like I said, I Just Want to Be With You, The Boys Back, and Scream are, you know, three of my favorites. I like the fact that it had a waltz in it with the, you know, with different dresses. I do like nice pretty dresses. It's very interesting. And I did feel like sad though, because you know, you really feel for the characters, even though I haven't watched 1 and 2. You really feel that they have been bonded together. And I knew about High School Musical 1 and 2. I know it's been going for a long time. Like I said, there obviously is a TV series, but you know, for the movie, it's kind of like sad. And obviously, the girl who plays Gabriella and the guy who plays Troy, Zac Efron, they used to be in a relationship in real life, which they're no longer together now. So that's kind of sad as well, I think. But, you know, if you don't like romance and you hate romance, that you're not going to like these type of movies, because these are basically a drama musical, and they're based on romantic love, basically. And, you know, kind of the teenager romance stuff, the type of relationship that I wish I could have, the teenager romance, because I love that type of thing. You know, there's no sex in this movie, there's no nudity in this movie, and I love it. You know, there's just dancing, you know, like singing. There's, you know, like lots of interesting, really catchy songs in it. And there's you know, because I'm hugely romantic, there is a very deep romance between these two. And I think the fact they did have a off-screen relationship helped the fact that, you know, to make it seem a lot more real between the two of them, you know. And I do like the bit at the end where Zach, you know, despite the fact she says, you know, she's like, oh, you know, I've got to say goodbye to you and I'm not coming back, he goes after her. And I love that about the movie. I love that he travels miles and miles just to be with her. Hence the song Just Want to Be With You. And it's really, really good ending. So yeah, I would recommend watching High School Musical 3. If you're a series fan, you probably want to watch 1 and 2 before you watch 3. I don't really mind just watching 1 in the middle of a whole series or at the end. It doesn't bother me, but some people it really bothers them. They have to watch 1 and 2 before they watch the third one, but I'm not like that, you know. I can just get into a movie without watching the other ones. So, you know, and I still felt the emotion, and obviously I was aware that they'd done a 1 and 2, so I kind of like was aware of it anyway, and the emotion that would have been between them. So yeah, I do recommend High School Musical 3. Give it a go. Like I said, this is a Blu-ray and DVD edition, so I will put links when the video's finished processing and up and everything. I'll put links to Amazon if you want to get yourself a copy of it. And if you do get on Blu-ray, DVD, or even if you rent it, you know, if you go through my link, it is an affiliate link. I get a few pennies for this channel if you use my link, and it doesn't cost you or me anything extra. Yeah, it just helps the channel out. It's really, really nice of you to do that. So yeah, I look forward to seeing you on the next video live stream. As you might have guessed, it was later today because I'm really hugely busy this weekend. I've got to get stuff in for a tight deadline on Monday, and I just have to put that as a top priority. But rather than not do the streams at all, I still wanted to be here for you and make sure that, you know, you did actually hear from me. And I watched part of this movie last night, by the way, and I watched part of it the night before because I'm uber on a tight deadline at the moment. But lots of love to you. If you've got any recommendations for no sex movie reviews, please leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to share it with anyone who you think is interested in no sex films, which would usually be asexuals. There's no nudity and no sex in this, and it's awesome. Until next time, Rachel, Quirky, Andy, Chaz. I'll see you on the next video live stream. Take care. Lots of love to you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Thanks for the thumbs up. Bye.